I think he don't did them because he really wanted to do. I think Turki Al told him you need to do something, and he did. He did.
Same shit that since I moved to 147, I ain't fought nobody. Every last one of them stump a mud hole in he gonna be next.
Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford aren't just standing side by side, they're bringing serious heat. The tension started with the first sharp words and only got worse, ending with a cold stare so strong that Dana White had to step in.
I didn't. He did before. He tried to welcome me back, and it just was my reaction. That's it.
Crawford didn't hold back in their latest face-off. He made it clear that on fight night, there won't be any pushing, just pure punishment. Then he dropped the line, "I'll stomp a mud hole in your ass." That wasn't just talk, that was a full-blown warning.
When I beat you, is you gonna be a nobody? When I stump a mud hole in your is you gonna be a nobody? You gonna be just like everybody else. Watch. Watch.
This whole lead-up hasn't felt like a normal press tour, it's more like a fire ready to explode. Crawford's been laughing off the tension, acting like Canelo's antics don't bother him. But behind that calm smile, you can feel the storm brewing. He's not here to play nice, he's here to make history.
And that wasn't nothing, you know what I mean? Like, that little push didn't do nothing, as you can see. But come fight time, we're not going to be pushing, we're going to be punching, so it doesn't even
Brian
matter.
Bomac McIntyre, Terence Crawford's longtime trainer, didn't hold back when talking about the early rounds against Canelo Alvarez. He was clear fighting someone as experienced and powerful as Canelo won't be easy. He admitted the first round could be tough, a test of timing, distance, and rhythm.
This is going to play out, man. You know, like I always say, it's going to be a tough few rounds, you know, until Terence makes his adjustments, and then, like he does every fight, he's going to take it over and run away with
But
it.
Bomac made one thing clear: Crawford fights with a clear plan and proven pattern, and that's what makes him so dangerous. He explained that once Crawford figures out his opponent's timing and rhythm, and breaks down their strategy, the fight quickly swings his way. This wasn't just talk, it was a calm, confident prediction from a trainer who's watched Crawford solve every challenge thrown at him.
The longer they let Terence grow, the worse off they're going to be. So that's how I look at it, like that. You just look at it, a big dude.
Yeah, no, he looked pretty filled out, pretty solid. But
Meanwhile, Canelo has taken things personally too. He brought up his fight with Billy Joe Saunders, saying Crawford is sparking the same kind of fire. And when that fire starts, Canelo says he turns into a whole different beast in the ring.
UFC owners may not have ever seen you fight before, and they might tune in because Dana and the UFC are involved. So what has it been like maybe introducing yourself to a lot
Even
of
the critics have started jumping in and, of course, Jake Paul couldn't stay silent. Known for mixing drama with combat sports, Paul gave his take on the Canelo versus Crawford clash, calling out what he sees as poor marketing. He didn't hold back, saying, "I think it's corny, to be honest. Imagine if Ronaldo and Messi had dinner together before the World Cup. That's not how real competitors act. You think Michael Jordan would have done that?" He made it clear he'd never take part in something like that. Meanwhile, tensions are rising fast. Canelo Alvarez has now made it clear he's lost all respect for Terence Crawford. The Mexican champion believes Crawford's behavior at the press conference wasn't just over the top, it was personal. What hit Canelo hardest was Crawford saying he wasn't trying to meet anyone's expectations. To Canelo, that wasn't just words, it was a direct shot.
More personal because, I did respect him. I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turki told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So he tried to walk me back, and that's why I pushed him. And like I say, don't with me.
does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, he's different.
At the press conference, Canelo suggested the chaos in their last fight may have come from Crawford being told to walk him down. Crawford fired back, warning that messing with him would end careers. Despite respecting Crawford's independence, Canelo made it clear things will be different with him. Crawford's decision to face Canelo at his weight is bold and historic. Already undefeated in 2 divisions, he aims for a third. Even legend Bernard Hopkins weighed in, giving Crawford an 85% chance of winning. Hopkins believes it's not about impressing anyone, it's about heart, belief, and refusing to break under pressure.
You know.
Listen.
Hey, We know, buddy. We
First-
know.
first-
we know.
first
we
and
know.
foremost,
we know. Before I respect his word because he say, "Oh, I'm not gonna let somebody to tell me what I need to do," and he did. So, but you know me. Just I respect everybody, but if you with me, so it's gonna be different.
As the Canelo vs. Crawford showdown approaches, plenty of voices are weighing in. Veteran trainer Teddy Atlas made his stance clear: he's backing Crawford all the way. While he respects Canelo's legacy, Atlas says he's long believed Crawford has what it takes. "I like Canelo," he said, "but I like Crawford more, always have." Even Crawford acknowledges the challenge ahead, admitting, "Yeah, he's heavier than me, but I have tools that are better." Amir Khan, who has fought both men, called it a tough matchup. While Canelo is usually the bigger, more powerful fighter, Khan said Crawford didn't feel much smaller. Still, he noted a major difference: Canelo's power. "Canelo hits very hard, it's unreal," Khan said. He admitted Crawford has great skills and strength, but not the same knockout force. Both being in the later stages of their careers, Khan says it's still a close and unpredictable fight.
With Crawford's got power, don't get me wrong, Crawford's got amazing power. But the thing is that it's not that knockout power that Canelo has. Now, you have to understand, I fought Canelo 10 years ago or so. Now, is that the same Canelo that is out there now? But a lot of people say Canelo's maybe past his best. Crawford's come off some good wins, looking really good. But still, the age is very similar. Both guys are getting on towards the end of their career. I think it's evenly matched, but I do lean more towards Canelo in this one, even though Crawford's a very close friend of mine and helped me in my training camp for my last fight. But it's a hard fight to call because both fighters are at the top of the game. I think it's something that boxing's not seen for a very, very long time, where you've got two fighters. It's hard to say who's going to win. It is a 50-50 fight. Is it skill or power that's going to win, or is it skill or speed that's going to win the fight? We don't know. So
Canelo may have the size and strength, but Crawford brings something just as dangerous: speed, skill, and a fearless mindset. He's not in this fight just to survive, he's in it to win. This isn't empty talk. It's confidence built on talent and hard-earned success. Crawford respects Canelo's abilities but believes he can be better. And if he proves that in the ring, it could mark the start of a new era in boxing. Others in the boxing world are starting to feel the same. On the Porter podcast, former champion Andre Berto couldn't hide his admiration for what Crawford has achieved so far. Even beyond Teddy Atlas and Crawford himself, more voices are beginning to share that belief that Crawford has what it takes to shock the world and dethrone a legend.
It's going to be a great, great fight, and two of the best are fighting the best. I mean, my opinion, I think you can put Crawford in any position, and man, for some way he knows how to figure it out to get out of that position. I mean, he's man, and he got that dog in him.
Canelo may have the size, but Crawford isn't backing down. He's confident in his speed, mindset, and skills, fighting not just to survive, but to win. It's not bravado, it's belief backed by ability. Frank Martin compared how William Skull fought Canelo to how Crawford will, and he's sure Crawford won't be as defensive. Crawford's the smaller man, sure, but smaller fighters are often quicker, and that can be an edge, he said. Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather reignited old flames, calling Canelo overrated and reminding everyone how he beat him at nearly 40. Oscar de la Hoya also chimed in, warning that Canelo's size and strength at 168 pounds could be too much for Crawford. But Crawford stays calm in the noise. He's heard the doubts before. He's moving up in weight with quiet confidence, saying, "I'm strong too." Analyst Tim Bradley also backs Crawford fully, believing his skill, grit, and timing will overcome everything Canelo brings.
Do you think he's going to knock out Crawford? I would pick Terence Crawford to beat a CaneloAlvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why.
More than anything, he has a mental edge over Canelo.
You could possibly say that.
Yeah.
Possibly say that. You know, has he lost yet?
No.
You see Canelo you go down the stretch and second guess himself sometimes. There it is right there.
Bomac, Crawford's longtime trainer, spoke about more than just physical readiness. He stressed the importance of preparing mentally, strategically, and nutritionally, ensuring Crawford is firing on all cylinders by fight night. His confidence was clear: if everything is in sync, even Canelo becomes beatable. "We know what kind of fighter Canelo is," Bomac said. "So we prepare for that, mentally and physically. What sets Crawford apart, he explained, is his unshakable mindset, a deep-rooted belief that he'll win no matter what. That self-belief, Bomac argued, gives Crawford a mental edge. He even pointed to past moments when Canelo hesitated in late rounds, something Crawford never does. In today's fights, mental strength can matter more than skill alone. And now, the countdown is nearly over. Canelo and Crawford are chasing greatness, not just belts. As the fire builds, the world is watching. Will Crawford rise again, or will Canelo prove he's still the king? Let us know below.